my channel. If you are new here, my name is Olivia. I am a stay-at-home / homeschool mom of 3. And in my video today, I wanted to give you a little glimpse into my grocery budget. We live on a very strict grocery budget, and I've been married 14 years. We've had a strict budget the whole 14 years. And so I did a little grocery haul today. My husband gets paid every other week. So when he gets paid, that is when my budget starts over. I have $200 for every other week. So essentially $400 for an entire month. That does exclude my Costco run, which I do once a month. And typically when I go to Costco, I spend about $250, and only about $100 of that is on food items. The rest is towards household items or whatever we might need that trip. So paper towels, toilet paper, laundry detergent, water bottles, which I do not pull out of my grocery budget. That will all come from Costco. But aside from that, it's $400 for the whole month. So the grocery items that I do get at Costco every time without fail is I always get my eggs from Costco. I get my tortillas. We eat a lot of Mexican food, not as much as we used to, but we go through a lot of tortillas. I always get the Kirkland organic applesauces for my kids. I always get their orange chicken. And then usually, I'm trying to think, usually just whatever random grocery items, if they have them on coupon or depending on what their fruit prices are, I will get those from there. But I do always get my eggs at Costco. They are the best price. They're so expensive in the grocery store currently. So I do get the same stuff at Costco all the time. I'm not a meal planner. I'm terrible at it. So usually everything is last minute. So I do run to the grocery store quite a bit, which if you want to try and grocery budget, it is definitely helpful to meal plan. So most of the time I meal plan and we don't even end up making what I have planned for that night anyway. So I kind of stopped doing that. But anyway, I'm going to get into my grocery haul. I will put up on the screen how much I spent. I went to 2 grocery stores, Aldi, which I know is a lot of places now, and then here we have Winco Foods, and that's where I do the other majority of my grocery shopping. And so I will throw how much my groceries cost at both of those stores. And then also at the end of this video, I share a mashed potato taco recipe, and I know it sounds bizarre, but they're so good. So if you want a super easy, super quick, and delicious dinner for your family, then watch till the end and you'll get to check that out. My kids are currently a little aggravated with me because I picked up Lunchables for them and I told them they had to wait until I filmed this. So they're all pouting a little bit. But this side over here is all what I got from Winco, as you can see. I always get cheese at Winco. This is $6.99 for a 2-pound bag of cheddar cheese, and so I always get that at Winco. I picked up Lunchables because they dropped the price on them and they were marked on sale today. So my kids, I picked them up some of those today for part of their lunch. I found these in the store. I've never seen them before. I make bread a lot, and my husband always asks me for sourdough. But thus far, I've tried 4 different starters, and I can't. So far, it's been unsuccessful. So I don't know. We're gonna try and see if that is any good. I picked up some salami because I love snacking on salami with Gouda cheese, which I also got. Corn tortillas for tacos. Chocolate milk, not because I usually buy chocolate milk, but because I thought I'd get my kids a treat. a gallon of milk that I dropped out of my car when I got home, so it has a contusion on the side. I got onion salt because I was out of it, and if you haven't bought this, it is great. I pretty much put it on everything now. What, chocolate milk?
The milk has a pimple on it.
No, I know. I busted it out of the car. Blackberries, and I actually got blackberries at Aldi too, but they were actually pretty cheap at Aldi. They were like $2.28, and I was all excited and got one. And then I went to Winco, and Winco's was $1.28. So I bought a second one. I love blackberries. Eggs, I got 18. Now, I usually do get eggs from Costco, but I went to Costco last week and completely drew a blank and forgot eggs, which irritates me because egg prices are going back up right now. These were like, I don't know, $3.50 for 18. Aldi's was more. Aldi's was over $4 for a dozen. So it's a little annoying when eggs go up. Sweetened condensed milk. I just like to keep a can in my pantry because I will make my kids cinnamon or French toast casserole. And I started, so usually recipes will call for like 3 cups of milk, and I started substituting this for part of the milk in it, and it is really good. And you don't have to eat syrup or anything on it because it adds a sweetness. Winco had these poppy drinks on sale. They were like $1.48 a can. I've never tried them, so I picked up a few different flavors to give a go because I don't drink a whole lot of soda, but I do love carbonation. I actually have an addiction to carbonation, so I picked those up for me. Syrup, we're not very picky about syrup. I know a lot of people are particular about their syrup. We're not, as long as it's not Target brand. We do not like the Target brand syrup, but other than that, we're good. Winco, I haven't really looked anywhere else. I know Aldi doesn't carry it, but Winco carries plant-based ranch, which I have to have because I have a dairy intolerance. And so Hidden Valley Ranch came out with this one, and it actually is really good. I don't like all of the funky dairy-free flavored stuff that's made with nuts. I don't know. But this one actually tastes pretty close to the original Hidden Valley. So that's really great. I'm not crazy about Hidden Valley Ranch, like as a whole, but I like to eat this with my vegetables and add buffalo sauce to it. So that's what I have there. My oldest son is obsessed with maple and brown sugar oatmeal instant. Yes, a lot of sugar, I know, but he loves it. And he only likes the Winco brand. He doesn't even like the Quaker Oats brand, which I think is hilarious. Krusty's pancake mix. And let's see, that is all I got from Winco. Okay, and now for what I got at Aldi, which I got a little bit more stuff. I got a package of chicken breasts. This is 1.5 pounds for $4.75. Really, that's just for me. I got more celery because we're out, and I actually love keeping... It's so funny. I hated celery as a kid. Like, hate it. Now, I absolutely love it. And actually, my oldest doesn't care for vegetables at all. He's a really picky eater. My other two, though, love celery. So I actually keep celery and baby carrots in the house constantly. Like, we just eat them raw. My other two are great with that. I got an English cucumber because I love cucumbers. Love them. One of my favorite foods. And pretty much every time I go to the grocery store, I pick up a cucumber every time. I got pink lady apples. These were on sale at Aldi. I need a parchment paper and baggies. And in my opinion, Aldi's is the best place to buy them. They are super cheap. I'm not fancy. I don't need name brand, and I'm just you know, the zipper seal kind of person. I don't really care. It does the job. I got avocados, which I'm at the point now where I almost buy at least one avocado every time I go to the store because I just like having them for whatever reason. I love artichoke hearts, and I eat these with anything. I'll just pull out the jar and throw them on whatever I'm having for dinner. I don't even care what it is. Green grapes, blackberries, I showed you those. Strawberries, which I cannot wait when they're in season and the price drops on them, because right now they're a little pricey for strawberries. My kids love the Moo Tubes. Go-Gurt, basically. These are so cheap at Aldi. In fact, Winco just got their own brand, and usually Winco's super cheap, but Winco's are $2. This is $1.49 for 8 of these. And the Go-Gurt brand is like, I don't know, $3. So these are great. My kids love these frozen. So usually I'll buy them and throw them in the freezer, and they eat them like that. I also got them fruit strips from Aldi. This is like $4 for 21 strips. They love those. I don't typically buy these. In fact, they don't always carry them. I don't know if it's a seasonal item. Obviously, they've already gotten into them. Birthday cake, mini animal cookies. That was kind of just a special treat buy. Like I said, I am lactose intolerant, but Gouda cheese has a very low amount of lactose in it, and it is, I can't say I've like explored a whole lot. I cannot have cheddar at all. It just is terrible to me. Gouda does not bother me at all, and thank God for Aldi. Now, my best friend just told me that the Gouda is seasonal at Aldi, but like Aldi carries the shredded Gouda right now. They have like the snack square Gouda cheese. They have sliced Gouda cheese. They have it all right now, which I love because I know I can have this. And so I just use this instead of cheddar. Target also carries snack individual packs of Gouda cheese. So I love it. I can have it. It doesn't mess with my stomach. I'm not a huge wine drinker, but I saw this, and I feel like all these wines are so cheap. Why not just give it a go and see if I like it? So I picked up a bottle of Pinot Grigio, and it's an Aldi brand. If you never shopped at Aldi, majority of the food there is their own brand. So that's why none of these brands are familiar. I don't know if I shared this. Tonic water. I like to keep it in the house for certain purposes. And then I love getting Aldi's candles. It's actually been a while since I bought one of these candles. And I've heard a rumor that Aldi candles, and I don't know if this is accurate, but I heard that the same brand that makes Bath and Body Works are the same company. I don't know how it works, but that they also, same brand that makes Bath and Body Works candles also makes Aldi candles. The only difference is this candle was $4.95, and I mean on a deal at Bath and Body Works you can get a 3-wick for $15, but regularly they're like $25. So I never buy Bath and Body Works candles because I'm a cheapo. So I get extremely excited when someone gives me one for a gift. It's one of my favorite gifts to receive because I will not buy it for myself. So anyway, that's my whole grocery haul today. Again, there's not much meat because I just have one package of chicken because we don't eat a whole lot of chicken. And when we do, it's typically chicken thighs, which chicken thighs are very affordable. And I already have a ton of ground turkey in the refrigerator, or in the freezer, actually. And other than that, we don't eat meat a ton. We mostly eat ground turkey. I can say that. But other than that, we don't eat a whole lot of meat. So that's why you don't see a lot of meat here. So that's it. And again, I will put the price of what all this costs on my screen so you have an idea. And most of this will just last us a week. I mean, the fruit probably won't, because my daughter is a fruit nut and she'll probably eat all the grapes, all the strawberries, all the blackberries in less than 2 days and leave none for the rest of us. I have to really watch her on that. So this is just stuff that we needed for the next week, and that's it. So yeah. So I was thinking, what better way to end any video than with a recipe, and not just any recipe, but Mexican food. And I'm not really sure, if this actually would be qualified as Mexican food, but I mean, I married into a Mexican family, and my mother-in-law taught me this recipe. And when I first had it, I thought how strange it sounded, and there's no way that it can be that good. But it is one of my favorite things to eat that she taught me to make. Now, I've been married almost 14 years next month, so she taught me how to make this about 14 years ago, and I have to say I rarely ever even make it, because shockingly we don't eat mashed potatoes in my house a lot, but we had them last night for dinner. I made pork chops with steamed cabbage and mashed potatoes, and I made extra mashed potatoes because today I plan to have mashed potato tacos. And so anytime I make mashed potatoes for a meal, I try my best to remember to make extras. And it's really easy because then I can just use them the next day, and mashed potato tacos. And I know it sounds weird, but it's so delicious. So I'm gonna show you how to make them. They're super simple to make, and especially if you have leftover mashed potatoes, it can be a really, really fast meal. So behind me in my Instapot, I am making pinto beans. They've already been cooking for, it says off, but they cooked for about 3 hours. I do like about hour and 20 minutes to an hour and a half in the Instapot. And then I will actually slow cook them for 3 to 4 more hours. Today I kind of speed cooked them because I forgot to put them on sooner. So I actually Instapotted them for 2 hours. And I'm trying to get my air pressure thing to go down so I can stir them up. Anyhow, so I have those on to eat with our tacos, and I also already made some salsa. So of course you can buy store-made salsa if you want, or you can make homemade salsa. And I will leave this recipe down in the description box, but I also have a video, a Mexican food video, where I made salsa in that video. So if you want to know how to make my salsa, you can always go back and watch that video as well, or just check out the recipe down in the description box. So we're gonna get started on making the tacos. Okay, so first I'm starting out with my mashed potatoes that are just in my container that I stored in the fridge last night. And also the cool thing about this is I can just use potatoes cold. I don't even have to heat them up because they're gonna go into the fryer. So they'll heat up when they're in the fryer. And then I just take a good amount of cheddar cheese. Now, my mother-in-law will put the mashed potatoes in the taco and then top it with cheese and then fry it. I just go ahead and mix it in the mashed potatoes because it kind of cuts out one step as I'm frying. You can do either or. If you just want a big whopping thing of melted cheese on the top, then you can just do it like she does it and just put a scoop of mashed potatoes in your tortilla and then a handful of cheese on the top of that. But I kind of just do it like this because it can be quicker once I start frying. And it doesn't have to be mixed in like crazy well. So, but I do put a good amount because you need that cheesiness in your taco. You want that like big melted clump of cheese. We're just gonna throw that in. So that's what my potatoes look like. And then we're going to start filling shells. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you decide to give these mashed potato tacos a try, let me know down in the comment box and I'll be sure to leave my salsa recipe in the description box. I will see you in the next video.